This wasn't supposed to be seen. Not like this. Not this quick. Not this razor sharp. Especially not from a 38-year-old heavyweight champion. But the footage is out, and Oleksandr Usyk has sent shockwaves through the boxing world. He didn't just show up in shape. He looks like a man who never left his prime. Age? Just a number. Usyk moves like a man half his age.
Up. Up. Up, up. Up, up. Up. Up, up. Вправа називається АТБ. І додому.
Every movement is deliberate, fluid, and flawless. No hesitation, no wasted motion, just pure precision. He slips punches with ease, explodes into lightning-fast combinations, targets the body with surgical accuracy, and steps away before you even realize he moved. Right now, there's no heavyweight on the planet moving like this, and Usyk knows it.
Ну мне тоже боляче, и шо?
Я тебе ровно бью так.
И шо?
Я ж тебе не так бью.
А я, це твої проблеми, як ти б'єш.
Давай.
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 This wasn't a secret clip snuck out from behind gym doors. It was posted on purpose. A bold statement for the world, and especially Danial Dubois, to see. Usyk isn't just training. He's sending a silent warning. Every jab, every step, every feint says the same thing. If you want this belt, come and take it. But you're not ready. That's what makes this footage so chilling. Usyk isn't preparing to survive Dubois' power. He's preparing to outclass him. This isn't the desperate grind of a fading champion. It's the calm, precise sharpening of a weapon. Cool, controlled, and deadly. While Dubois pounds the heavy bag like a battering ram, drilling power shots and pushing forward relentlessly, Usyk glides with grace and finesse. Where Dubois is raw force, Usyk is calculated artistry. When these two collide, it'll be a battle of timing versus power. Right now, Usyk looks untouchable. This isn't just fan hype or internet chatter. Trainers, former champions, and current fighters are all buzzing. This is the same Usyk who dismantled Anthony Joshua, the same man who made Tyson Fury question his own pace. Now he's reminding everyone, no matter how hard Dubois hits, Usyk has taken bigger shots and kept moving forward.
Was that the hardest punch you've ever had?
Yeah, it was a hard punch.
The hardest you've had?
No, because when I was young, I take punch with our horse.
A horse?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
A horse?
Horse, yeah.
Well, how did it punch you?
My hands like this. Because I work in farm. Like a horse going, yeah. I go to, hey, get out. Boom.
With his head?
This.
With the head?
Yeah. No, no.
Kick.
Like legs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Legs. Boom.
All right, so
And
let me
out.
well, let me ask you a different question.
0 fight, 0 win, KO.
So that horse is unbeaten, but was that the hardest punch by a human being?
Це був самий сильний удар, який був створений по яйцям. It was a hard punch to punch and ball.
What do you think of that? You don't punch as hard as a horse kicks, for starters.
I don't think I landed. He ain't really felt my power yet.
Really?
Last time he got away, he ain't really felt it. He got
Yeah,
away.
I'm not horse,
Yeah.
of course.
He never come away.
Yeah,
he got
yeah,
away last time. This time, he got away
Horse
from a beating.
Horse punch
He's gonna
one
feel the real
time,
power
I'm
next
punch one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, two.
That's a message Dubois and the entire heavyweight division can't afford to ignore, especially after the disrespect Dubois and his team have shown leading up to this fight.
Your fighter punch me this.
But your reaction.
Stop.
Your reaction.
Yeah, reaction. Listen, you doctor.
You see Shakur, you see Floyd, we know it all the
My
time.
friend,
They
my
stop,
friend,
they
one
stab,
question.
they,
If you
they
wanna,
stab the belt always.
If you
The
wanna,
belt
if you
always.
wanna
Yeah,
play,
yeah.
if you stop. If you wanna play, playing start now.
Yeah. Let's play.
Yeah. Listen,
We're always ready to play.
Listen.
Trust me.
this clean.
I've seen so many clips.
This is clean.
I've seen so many clips. I've watched boxing my whole life. If this shot here, let me explain.
My body shake
And
because
your-
you punch here.
And your belt is high.
Bro,
as well.
Can I ask you something?
I've watched boxing my whole life.
Get hit in
Of
the
course,
past?
that's why I'm saying,
the
because I
past.
fight. I've done
That
250
part in the
rounds
box.
with Fury,
Yeah.
I've fought
Okay.
people. So my question to you, I've watched boxing my whole life.
Okay.
You've
How
got
many?
Floyd Mayweather, you've got
Okay.
Shakur
How
Stevenson.
many?
I'm
How
finished,
many
let me finish.
professional?
Every
how
time the
many
belt gets
professional
punched,
fight?
every fight. But I know you were hurt. And you know what? Forget me, forget him, forget him, forget him, forget all these people. You know you were hurt. Because I heard.
Legendary DAZN commentator Adam Smith, after visiting Usyk's camp in Gandia, was left speechless. It's extraordinary to be around him. He's a phenomenal athlete, unlike anyone I've seen before. His balance, footwork, rhythm, and coordination are on another level, Smith said, and he added, in training, he just grinds and grinds. No detail is overlooked. They prepare for everything. Their professionalism is unmatched.
I think Oleksandr Usyk is the best fighter in the world. And I've been in training camp. I've seen him up close. I've seen what he goes through. Before the Fury fight, I thought he would probably have the better of Tyson in that second fight. And I think the rounds, as they ticked on, he was just more and more superior. I thought Tyson actually boxed really well second time. Look, Oleksandr Usyk is a phenomenon. I agree with Spencer that Danial Dubois is a much, much better mentally and physically athlete, fighter, person, maturity than he was a couple of years ago. He's on a fantastic run. Those wins, that gutting out win over Jarrell Miller to stop him. Hrgovic, again, taking the licks in the first 3 rounds. And Joshua, of course, absolutely phenomenal.
But this is a whole different animal.
This is a whole different animal. And look, he has to, as Duke said, he has to just keep the pace at him. He's got to work the body. He's got to take risks. Yes, he's got power. He's a phenomenal fighter, Danial Dubois. However, Usyk's so clever. He's so good in rematches. He's so good on his feet. He's going to have to hope that he's on the decline, and I haven't seen it.
But not everyone is sold. Veteran journalist Gareth A. Davies offers a compelling counterpoint, focusing on Usyk's mental state rather than his skill. Davies recently suggested that Usyk's split from longtime promoter Alexander Krassyuk might signal deeper distractions.
But we did see reports this week of Alex Krassyuk, longtime promoter of Oleksandr Usyk. That's fractured that relationship now. They're not going to work with each other anymore. Is that a storm in a teacup? People fall out all the time or stop working with each other all the time? It does seem a strange time for that news to come out just ahead of the biggest fight.
Well, it'll create some storylines, but it's not his trainer. So I can't see how it affects his preparation. Honestly, I don't. If it's a manager, but that deals with your business outside of the ring. I mean, if his trainer left him, and then you'd be thinking, hang on a minute, this is not ideal preparation. But that can't be used as an excuse. It won't be used as an excuse, and it shouldn't be, because that's just some guy who deals with your financials or organising fights. But he has a fight. The job's done. So I mean, I don't think it plays a part. I don't think. And even if there was an issue, I think Usyk is such a professional.
Davies warned, "What I see is this could be the end of Usyk's reign if he beats Dubois. I'm not convinced he wants to keep going much longer. It's a business after all." He added, "If Usyk isn't 100% focused, Dubois could knock him out cold."
And the next, who knows? Fingers crossed.
One thing is for certain, he is extraordinarily popular and extraordinarily successful. He was that far away from beating Usyk in the second fight. He was so close. You know, it was a brilliant first 9 rounds by him. But you got this guy.
He hurt Usyk to the body as well, didn't he?
He did. He did very well against Usyk in the second fight. It was an improved performance. It was a very strange first performance, because obviously he was able to right the wrongs in the second fight against Andy Ruiz on that after that shocking night in New York. I can just remember the adrenaline dump in everyone's body on that night, you know, when suddenly this behemoth boxer from the UK who was about to conquer America with giant posters all around Times Square, Madison Square Garden, his big elevation with DAZN into the United States suddenly collapsed. I can remember being hoarse with adrenaline. You know that feeling when you're literally, your breath has been taken away. That's why boxing's so extraordinary.
Davies sees these changes as pivotal and career-defining, cautioning that any lapse could be fatal. Promoter Eddie Hearn offers a balanced view. He doesn't doubt Usyk's form, but is raising Dubois' profile ahead of the rematch. Some accuse Hearn of hyping Dubois, especially given Dubois' camp's disrespect toward Usyk.
Daniel Dubois being disrespectful?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we're talking about obviously the incident, I guess, you know. On the
Everything. If AJ wants respect, he should have been a lawyer and, you know, smashing the cake with his face on it.
I don't think AJ's after. AJ doesn't need Dubois' respect.
No, of course.
But when you front him up and you say, let's go now,
you get a more charged AJ.
Everyone's different. You know, it depends what your mentality is, where you come from. I mean, if someone said to me, do you want to go now?
You'd do absolutely nothing.
Depends how big they were. But more so for me, it's not that, you know, I don't have a fighter's mentality. AJ does, and if you step to him, if you put it on him like that, he's going to react in a certain way. So I don't think AJ has any. You know, I was with him today in the gym, and it's remarkable just watch it. Like, you know, we're not 26 anymore.
Speaking to TalkSport, Hearn said, "This will be a huge fight. Dubois definitely has a shot at becoming undisputed. He believes Dubois' physical transformation and momentum make him a serious threat under Wembley's bright lights." Having promoted Usyk before, Hearn knows the challenge Dubois faces, but sees a different fighter now, one who's not the same man Usyk stopped in Poland. With knockout wins over Miller and Hrgovic, Dubois has rewritten his story. He's not the same guy Usyk faced in Poland, Hearn stressed. Coming from a promoter with elite-level experience, that's a serious endorsement. But Usyk's latest training clips reveal more than physical readiness. They reveal a champion's mind at work. At 38, Usyk isn't resting on past glories or belts. He's evolving, obsessing over every detail, treating each session like it could define his legacy. Simon Jordan put it simply on TalkSport, "Usyk is brilliant but beatable. Dubois has a real chance."
I said it to Oleksandr Usyk, and there's no favouritism here. I think it's Daniel Dubois' time. I think he's a ferocious
I have to agree with
beast. Yeah, absolutely. and I think he deserves all the plaudits. And I think what walked into Wembley Stadium was an absolute gladiator, and I'm thrilled for him that he's coming out of himself, growing as a man, becoming more worldly and able to communicate with the media, and I think it's going to be a fabulous fight. Do
you believe that he can get it done inside the distance?
I think he has to get it done inside the distance.
Yeah. You don't think he can win on points?
I think it's unlikely.
Yeah.
I think it's unlikely. But whatever, July 19th, brilliant fight.
A blunt reminder that reputation alone won't win the night. Usyk knows this, and that fuels his fire. Beneath the physical sharpness lies a deeper message. Usyk has often dismissed legacy talk, saying he fights for purpose, not ego. But his approach to this rematch suggests he wants to erase all doubt, end the controversy, and make this fight a definitive statement of dominance. It's not just skill that sets Usyk apart, it's his mindset. Focused, intense, disciplined. He holds a psychological edge, but that doesn't mean Dubois is out. The sharper Usyk looks, the more pressure Dubois feels. He's not just preparing to fight Usyk, he's preparing to chase a moving target who never slips. Dubois must embrace his strengths and flip the script. He needs to make this fight messy. Usyk thrives on order and control. Dubois must disrupt that, cut off the ring, force exchanges, and attack the body early. The goal is not to outbox, but to unsettle.
But you can give us something. What will you do differently this time that you didn't do first time round?
Win. That's all, man. I'm gonna win.
Every day that you come here, I've said this to you before, but I do think mental preparation is a huge thing. This lovely gym, the Farm Gym in Elstree, Street, every time you park your car, you see Wembley Arch. You see the scene of your greatest night against Anthony Joshua. As you pull up there, do you visualise back under that Wembley Arch? And what do you see when you see it?
Yeah, it's about recreating that whole thing again, you know. We was just seeing that Wembley Arches out there, so it's all meant to be, isn't it? Now I'm fighting that there again, so yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, that's important, isn't it? Believing in yourself, believing that the time is right. I wonder in previous fights, I don't want to say you were a boy in a man's body, but you were a young heavyweight. Now do you believe you've got that seasoning?
Well, I was working my way up, and every fight has to, do their thing, just prove themselves, and that's what I was doing. But now I'm a man. Now I've got the title. I'm the man, and I need to get all the belts now to show I'm a real champ, the man of the moment, man of the future.
Dubois has the size, power, and confidence after recent knockouts. What he must prove is patience and timing. If he uses his jab smartly, avoids reckless swings, and pressures Usyk relentlessly, he can turn this chess match into a brawl, where he holds the advantage. If Dubois is to win, it won't be by decision. It'll be by landing the shot Usyk never sees coming. The countdown is on. Will Usyk's calm mastery prevail, or will Dubois unleash a storm no footwork can escape? Drop your predictions in the comments, smash that like if you feel the tension, and subscribe for full fight coverage leading up to July 19th. This is a showdown you won't want to miss.